Hello subscribers, I am excited to bring you a special video requested by one of our viewers. We will be diving into a step-by-step guide on creating curly hair 3D models for 3D printing using Blender. You want to find another video on YouTube that teaches you how to craft hair, specifically for 3D printing quite like this one. So, make sure to save this video to your playlist for future reference. I have also included all the essential shortcut keys to ensure your workflow is smooth and efficient. A quick tip: don't skip any part of this video. Each step is crucial, and missing one could mean missing key parts of the process. While you can always refer to the chapters for shortcuts, watching the entire video will help you fully grasp the process. So, let's get started. Hit that like button and let's dive in. First, we will set up a basic single strand of hair. If you are new to Blender, I recommend checking out the video displayed at the top right corner. It explains all the essential shortcut keys you use across the tutorials on this channel. Let's begin by adding some hair to our bald head model. Hide the girl miniature. We will start by adding the curve path as shown. Similarly, you can add the curved circle as I demonstrate. Select the curved circle and rotate it along the x-axis. Then place it to the top of the curve path. Next, select the curve path. On the left side, you will find the Object Data Properties panel. Scroll down a bit, and you will see the Geometry section. In Geometry section, click on the Object option, and then set the curved circle as the target object for the curve path. Once you do that, you will notice the curve path transforms into a cylinder, which is exactly what we want to happen to set up the hair model. Now, select the curved circle and switch to Edit mode. Select the bottom vertex and drag it to the top to flatten it out. You will often need to refer to both the front and side views of the curve. To make it easier to see both at the same time, I am going to add another viewport. This way, we can view and adjust the curve from multiple angles simultaneously. Select two vertices, right-click, and choose Subdivide to add a vertex in the center. Repeat this on the other side as well. You can rotate the curved circle's vertices to see different shapes in the curve path. While I am recording, the shape might not be perfect, but with practice, you can achieve a flawless design. Once you are happy with the shape, we will move on to the next exciting step. Select the curve path and switch to Edit mode. Press Alt+ as to resize, and in the left corner, set the size to 0 by changing the X value. Do the same for the other corner vertex. Let's go over some essential shortcut keys that will help you shape the hair curve efficiently. First, select the vertices and press Ctrl+T to tilt the curve as needed. If you keep rotating, you will notice the curve spins, which is great for adjusting the direction. To resize the vertices of the curve, use Alt+ES. This is really useful for adjusting the size dynamically as you work. If you want to create multiple hairs, simply select the vertices and press Shift+D to duplicate them. This will allow you to quickly replicate your curves and create a fuller hairstyle. And if you need to remove a vertex or a hair, just select it and press Delete. These shortcuts will save you a lot of time and make the process much more efficient. Now, let's add some realism to our model. Make sure you have reference images of the hairstyle you want to create. Select your back view image and drag them into Blender. Similarly, drag the front view image into Blender. Now, let's position the front and back view images so they fit the face. They don't need to be a perfect match right away. You can always make adjustments as you continue designing. Just get them roughly in place, and as you move forward, you can fine-tune them to get everything aligned properly. You can move and resize the reference images to fit better, and to check their positioning, switch to the wireframe viewport as shown. This will help you see if everything is aligned correctly. You can continue adjusting the back view reference image until you feel it's positioned just right. Take your time to make sure it's aligned properly before moving on. The front view reference image is currently overlapped and hidden by the back view image. To fix this, slightly move the front view image along the y-axis so it no longer overlaps with the back view. This will help keep both images visible and properly aligned. Once that's done, fine-tune the placement of the front view image to fit the head properly. I feel that both reference images are properly aligned. Let's hide the front view image to keep things clean. Switch back to solid view, select the hair curve, and enter edit mode. In the upcoming sections, we will be multiplying the hair, so let's go over a quick recap of the shortcuts. Select the vertices, and use Alt+S to scale them. This helps adjust the size and proportions of the vertices to fit the shape you are aiming for. To duplicate the vertices and create more strands, simply press Shift+D to make copies quickly. To delete unwanted hair, simply select the vertices and press Delete. Next, to tilt the entire set of vertices and adjust their angle, use Ctrl+T. This allows for more control over how the hair flows. I am just tilting the hair for demonstration purposes. To undo the changes made, press Ctrl+C, and to redo the changes, I'm pressing Ctrl+Shift+Z. If you need to extend the hair and create longer strands, pressing E will enable you to do just that, stretching the vertices along the desired path. After extending, use Alt+S to resize. Similar to extend, you can use subdivide to increase the number of vertices. To reposition the vertices, press G to move them to the right place. Press A to select all vertices, and to rotate them, just hit R. Don't confuse between tilt and rotate. Let's fit a single hair strand to the girl's head. Duplicate the hair and place it aside for easy access. Edit the single strand by rotating and tilting it to fit the head. Select the top vertex and hide it inside the head, then adjust the next vertex, gradually moving the remaining vertices. Use Ctrl plus mouse click to select vertices continuously and Ctrl plus T to tilt them all at once. If the hair feels too thick, resize it by pressing Alt plus Use. Since I am recording the video, I might not achieve professional level edits, but with some trial and error, you will be able to create beautiful hair models. Let's hide the girl's head and dress, as well as the hair curve. Now, let's draw markings on the curly hair reference image using the annotator. Draw a track to design the hair more precisely. Use the annotator tool to mark the hair curve and adjust it accordingly. I have sped up this part by 10x, but feel free to watch it in slow motion if you prefer. Now, let's multiply the hair and fit it to the girl's head. Unhide the miniature and hair curves, then start editing. Align the hair with the markings using the shortcut keys we have discussed. If you find this helpful, I am planning to make another video on creating hair using curves, so let me know in the comments. Duplicate another hair strand and place it on the head. Position the top vertex inside the head. Select the entire hair strand and tilt it. Check both the side and back views as you edit. With practice, you will become familiar with dragging and dropping hairs like a pro, designing curly hair efficiently in under 25 minutes. Resize the hair to fit the markings and enjoy the creative process as you experiment with different styles. While editing, You might notice the hair tilting in the wrong direction on its own, making you want to fix it immediately. However, it's better to first position the vertices correctly and then tilt them all at once, rather than adjusting the tilt each time. Similarly, you can duplicate and multiply the hair, placing them according to the markings. I will demonstrate this process by increasing the video speed and playing some music, so you can enjoy the quick movements. If you would prefer a slower version of the same video, just leave a comment below, and I will upload it without the speed increase. Hide the annotator markings to make editing easier. Once you are happy with the design, it's time to get the model ready for 3D printing. Save a backup copy of the Blender file. Before exporting, we need to create a bottom layer for the hair to ensure it's 3D printable. Add a sphere mesh to serve as the base layer for the hair curves. Switch the view back to the Properties panel. Apply a multi-resolution modifier to the sphere mesh and click Subdivide in the multi-resolution settings. Switch to Sculpt mode and use the elastic brush to shape the sphere as a base cover for the hair. Then use the draw brush to fit the hair behind the curve, filling any gaps between the hair and the head. This step makes the model easier to print. Follow along with the tutorial while enjoying some background music, and let's make learning fun. Before exporting, convert the hair curve into a mesh suitable for 3D printing. Export the 3D model from Blender and save it as shown. Finally, let's check if the hair is ready for 3D printing. Open the Ultimaker Cura software. Drag and drop the 3D model file from the folder into Ultimaker Cura. Resize the 3D model as needed. You may notice a sample hair hanging out. Let's delete it. In Blender, switch to Edit mode. Select the vertices and delete them. Export the 3D model again. Reload the 3D model in Cura. And slice it to check if the hair looks good. Once properly designed, you can proceed with 3D printing. I have 3D printed a similar model, which you saw at the beginning of the video. If you are interested in learning how to create hair using mesh alone, without curves, let me know in the comments. I am not completely satisfied with this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and be sure to check out the next video where I have improved the explanation flow.